A pleasant day, grade 4. It's English time once again. I know you are all excited with our new lesson. Have fun! I am Ma'am Abby, your English teacher. Today, we're going to tackle a new lesson, and it is all about distinguishing among types of journalistic writing such as news report, opinion article, feature article, and sports news article. Last time, we talked about journalistic writing and we said that it presents news and information. It is also used to report news stories in newspaper, television broadcasts, on radio, and on the internet. And its purpose is to empower readers with information they need to make the best possible decisions about their lives, communities, societies, and government. Now, let's distinguish the types of journalistic writing. The first one is a news report. A news report is a report on current or recent events to inform the readers of what is happening in the world or in the local area. It contains facts and detailed information to general questions like who, what, when, where, and how. This is the example of a news report. Number 2. Opinion article. It is also the editorial article. When we say opinion article, it is usually published in a newspaper or magazine that mainly reflects the author's opinion about a subject. It is meant to influence public opinion, promote critical actions while providing solutions to the problem. It also provides informed reasoned arguments for or against a position or idea. It urges the readers to address a point of view to take action about a particular position or issue. Here is an example of an opinion article. Next is a feature article. When you say feature article, it is a report about a certain topic, issue, person, or event with more background and in-depth details. They are generally the stories in newspapers and magazines. It may be about famous public figures or personalities, history of the past events or places, hobbies, local events, or local reviews about books, restaurants, fashion, etc. They are often recap major news that was reported in the previous news cycles. They do contain elements of news, but their main function is to humanize, to add color, to educate and entertain, and to illuminate. This is an example of a feature article. The last is sports news article. It focuses on games and sporting events. Typically covers information on highlights of the game, athletes, persons or teams involved, the type of sport, and scores or final outcome of the game. It aims to show the drama and excitement of the actual game to the readers. Here's an example of a sports article. Now, let's have a practice. It says here, read and analyze the news report. Answer the questions that follow. You have to choose the letter of the correct answer. Students Grow Flying Sauce by Jim Wilkes, science reporter. Toronto. In the cult movie classic, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, mutant vegetables cut a deadly swath through the community, consuming everyone in their path. But, Canadian astronaut Bob Thirsk says Toronto students cultivating tomato seeds from space shouldn't worry about imitating art. There should be no fear on the part of teachers or parents about any toxic fruit growing from these tomato plants, said Thirsk, who flew aboard the Shuttle Columbia on a 17-day mission in 1996. He said he'll eat tomatoes produced from the high-flying seeds or use them to make salsa or ketchup. Thirsk visited students at St. Cecilia Catholic School on Annette Street yesterday to check up on their experiments with tomato seeds taken into space by astronaut Mark Garneau. The Tomatosphere project involves 2,500 secondary school classrooms across Canada, growing 400,000 seeds, half of which made the trip to space. Space plants are said to grow faster and taller. The space-flown seeds made 170 orbits of the Earth, traveled more than 7 million kilometers, and spent 12 days weightless, Thirsk said. At the end of June, schools will send results of their experiment to the Canadian Space Agency, which will compile the data and make conclusions. Thirsk said the program is designed to introduce space science to young Canadians. I can see that in these classrooms, we have potential future Canadian scientists and astronauts, he said. I find that incredibly exciting. Number 1. What is the headline of the report? A. Students grow flying sauce. B. Jim Wilkes. C. Toronto. Or D. The space-flown seed. What's your answer? You are correct. The answer is letter A. Number 2. What is the purpose of the news article? A. To give instructions. B. To advertise. C. To present a discussion. Or D. To give information. What's your answer? Fantastic! The answer is letter D. Number 3. Sometimes the first paragraph of a news article is also called A. The conclusion, B. The byline, C. The lead, or D. The supporting paragraphs. Do we have the same answer? Very good. The answer is letter C. Number 4. What can you find in the main body of the article? A. The 5 W's, B. History of the event, C. The details, or D. Both B and C. What's your answer? You are correct. The answer is C. Number 5. What is usually included in the introductory paragraph? A. The date, B. The background information, C. Who, what, where, when, why, and how, or D. The year it was published. Correct. The answer is letter C. Let's sum it up. So there are types of journalistic writing. The first one is news report. It is a report of current events. It tells readers of what is happening here and abroad. The next is opinion article. This tells the writer's wise opinion about a topic. It tries to influence public opinion. It suggests solutions to the present problems. Feature article. This is a detailed report of a topic of interest. It is published in newspapers and magazines. The next is sports news article. It is a form of writing that reports on matters pertaining to sporting topics and competitions. It typically covers information on highlights of the game, athletes, persons or teams involved, the type of sport, and scores of final outcomes of the game. News reports are found in the newspaper, and their purpose is to inform the readers about what is happening in the world around them. It should be able to answer the questions who, what, when, where, why, and how. It should be able to answer at least 4 of these questions. However, all news must answer the who and what question. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and listening. Bye!